Hey everybody, it's Grace. In this video, I'm going to talk about, with this new YouTube changes, about conspiracy theory channels, and so on and so forth. If you've read it, gone and read or watched about it, you have your own take on what it says. To me, it says that it's going to be a lot of channels aren't going to be recommended that might have misinformation, and so on and so forth. Down that, go read it. So see what you see. But to me, like I said, it's going to be about the recommended, and that's what I want to talk about is the recommended videos again, and how they show up on your analytics. I'm not a tipster. This is just what I've seen over all these years, and what it has happened to me. Okay, along with it. First off, my channel got demonetized. When was it? This past February, I think. And I have more than one channel, and if they were all on this, all my videos were on the same channel, I wouldn't have gotten demonetized. But I did, all of my channels. So after that, they suggested my videos. Now, even before that, I had to go around certain videos to get to this number, but they used to recommend my videos, and I could see it under the analytics, under traffic sources, and suggested. Well, the percentage of suggested videos used to be around 25%. Okay, now I'm going to say this with all my channels, around 25%, sometimes even higher. But after demonetization, it stayed there for a little while, and then it had something like one big burst. Okay, now on this channel, it had this big burst. The AI recommended one video that was not what this channel is about. Okay, it was just one I had made that was off topic, and it suggested that one, of course. And that, it really promoted that one apparently. And because it went up, it only promoted it for 2 weeks. And I've seen this happen before on other channels and this channel, but nothing like this one. And my channel's small, so 2 weeks it got 8,000, say around 8,000 views. Okay, no, it's never done that before. And so hey, I got to see what it's like to actually have a viral, small channel, viral video. Small channel, really small channel. But yeah, so it recommended, really promoted that one video that was not what my channel was about, and it boomed. Then after that, after those 2 weeks, it fell down and boom, crashed. Again, I'm talking my whole channel to where the suggested videos went from around 25%, like I said, to around 5%. Got that? That's all these years before then, this past July, before then it was always promoting around 25%. Now, 5%. Okay, so the reason I'm saying this is because if this, the YouTube thing does start affecting people, the way I see it would affect, I'm not an expert on it, it's not really going to affect mine at all. 5%, ain't woo to me. And I'm not monetized, so it doesn't really matter. It stopped it stopped recommending my videos, so, what now, 5%? Like I said, 5%. To clear that up a little bit, it's 5% of the total 100%. The total 100% of what the analytics, where it comes from, the traffic sources, was only 5% suggested videos. Okay, so the other ones come from different ways, people searching for something, or just from the channel itself, so on and so forth. You can go check it out if you can, because I noticed on my iPad you can't. Yeah, I can on my Android, but in my desktop, laptop, yeah, but not. And the iPad, the Mac. So anyway, it's not going to have that big of an impact on mine. It's already happened, and I said, especially since September, but when I looked today, no, it's been since June. I think it was June 11th, somewhere around there. Not June, July. So it's not going to have that big of a change on mine, but what about these people who do all these different types of videos? I'm not just talking about the narcissistic, the ones who do that on narcissism. No, because really, you know, if it does do this, I don't know if it will, you know, especially it mentioned conspiracy theories videos, okay, and misinformation is what I've seen pretty much across the board. Now, misinformation can be, like one of them or more than one of them said something about, you know, if somebody's giving out this, oh, if you have this, you know, health problem, you know, take this kind of medication or whatever, you know, promoting something like that, that kind will be too. Well, what about the people who promote diets, supplements? I'm saying that because one of the first things I ever saw on YouTube when I first started over, it could have been even longer because I was watching before I started doing videos for a while. So say that around maybe 5 years, was somebody promoting a diet, which I don't pay any attention to people promoting diets, you know, what they think people should do. I know better. I asked my doctor. Yeah. But this one woman, I don't even remember the channel name, it was so long ago and I didn't watch it. I just was like shocked by it, saying that this was the only diet and everybody should follow this diet and that she does, and she was promoting, she was not a healthcare professional or provider, and she was promoting it and saying that anybody, basically downing anybody who doesn't do that diet. Now, that she's nobody's doctor, you know, she's not a doctor. Well, she wasn't. I don't know what she is now. I don't even know her channel name, like I said. But yeah, I think that kind of thing might be hit. This is just my opinion here. And like I said, I didn't say, I think some of the channels like on narcissism and various kinds of anything that requires a degree, okay, for, you know, from an expert, not an expert. I don't believe in experts. Nobody knows everything they need to know about one topic unless they have created the topic. But yeah, the subject. But yeah, you know, something that usually requires a degree and goes from there. That's not all it would require. And yeah, I think that there could be some problems with that, you know, because it could be misinformation. And I know on the Narcissism channel, not me, because I hardly ever get trolls or, you know, anybody making comments about, you know, my videos. I'm educating these fields, so hey, I have degrees in these fields, taught at college and universities. So you would be laughed at by me. Not really, I don't laugh at people. But yeah, you know, I had a big Bubba truck on my tail, and as soon as I go and turn, they actually get in the other lane. Yeah. Oh, where was I? Anyway, I don't know. I was talking about the, I don't know. That kind of worried me a little bit, threw me off. Somebody telling me that close. But yeah, you know, anyway, I probably should even go ahead and wrap this up because I can see that it affects various groups, various communities. If it goes that far, from what I understand, it's just not going to recommend them. Well, I get a bunch of crap whenever I watch anybody's video. It's a bunch of crap stuff I would never watch. And I can say not interested a gazillion times. I've said not interested many times to some of them, and they keep popping up. So it's not listening to me. I don't want to see how, you know, and there are always people who, the video already has millions of views. So, yeah, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, though. Those are just pure observations on what I see. I mean, you're recommending videos to me that I would never watch, never have watched that kind of video, and they have millions of views. Why are you, and I say not interested, but they're still showing up. Yeah, and I think that from what I understand, some of it that started the problem is, I don't even know, I haven't researched it enough to know what was the background, who complained or whatever. Should go ahead and wrap this up between allergies and a big Bubba truck. But Can you see the moon? I don't know if it's going to outline the moon up there whenever I put my video up. But anyway, what do you think? How do you see it? What kind of channels do you think that it's going to have some impact, some effect on? Like I said, to me, it's going to be like the diet, diet channels, the supplement, exercise, and I do think it's going to be anything like about psychology. I'm kind of curious about, Adam likes to look for things like how-to's, how to fix something, like car or, a fan or refrigerator. I don't know. He looks at a bunch of stuff like that. How-to's. What do you think? There's so many that it could affect, to me. But do you think it's a good thing? Now, I think it is in a way, because I think the internet needs to be cleaned up anyway, because people can get harmed by what they read, on the internet or watch on the internet, and it doesn't, it's misinformation, or they watch and they think, oh, well, this must be a doctor. I actually did a video, and I've tried to put that video up for this past week. For some reason it kept having problems, but it was about this kind of thing, that those aren't voices of authority. I got one of them, I made later on. It was a short one, but I made this one before that one. That one was about memes. This one that I can't seem to put up is just about any kind of voice of authority. They might put themselves out as that, but they're not. So they're not somebody, but some people might see it, and I'm not blaming them at all. They see it and they might think, oh, well, this person really knows what they're talking about, like actors and actresses, and some places will use that because they know that people will trust them and think they must have really researched this. No, they're, like if it's something like a surgeon, they may have researched it, but that does not make them an expert or a professional or a surgeon. So, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I don't know why that video won't be seen by anybody. I have no idea. I've already taken it down once. I put it up again. It's sitting there on private. So we'll see if I ever do. Wrapping this up. Stream of consciousness. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share on your own social media if you would. And I'll talk to you on another video.